Hello viewers. In previous class we have read about the onset of southwest monsoon. Today we are going to start the retreating southwest monsoon.
So at first let's see the picture. The southwest monsoon had travelled towards the north. This portion already taught to you. Now it retreats towards the south. Just follow the direction of wind. This process started in October and is over by the end of November. It's just a reversal of the process. By 1st September, with the apparent movement of sun towards south. During the autumn equinox, when sun shines directly over the equator, the high pressure begins to build over the mainland of India and low pressure over the sea. So, the southwest monsoon begins to withdraw from the mainland of India. Let's see the direction of wind. Just follow. This is the direction of retreating southwest monsoon. Okay. Characteristic features of the retreating monsoon. The retreat of monsoon takes place due to the migration of suns toward the south and withdrawal of the southwest monsoon. The part of winter rainfall in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh is caused by retreating monsoon. The withdrawal of monsoon leads to clear cloudless sky, high temperature and high humidity during the month of October. Now come to the next point, that is rainfall region. India is divided into 4 regions on the basis of rainfall variation. First, areas with over 200 cm of rainfall. Second, areas with over 100 to 200 cm rainfall. The third one is areas with 50 to 100 cm rainfall. And the last division, areas with less than 50 cm rainfall. Now come to the India map. At first we discuss about the areas with over 200 cm of rainfall. Just follow the dark blue region. Okay. In the northeastern part, southern slope of eastern Himalayas, the Garo Khasi Jaintia hills, Assam hills, and the southern portion, the western part of Western Ghats comprising with Konkan and Malabar coast are included in this region. Next, the areas with 100 to 200 cm rainfall. Just follow the index, the color variation. Areas with 100 to 200 cm rainfall, Middle Ganga Valley. The states are Bihar, West Bengal and Madhya Pradesh. In the southern part, the northern part of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and the southern part of Tamil Nadu. Now the third division is areas with 50 to 100 cm rainfall. Just follow the sky blue portion. Okay. The upper Ganga Valley, eastern Rajasthan and the southern part, southern Deccan Plateau comprising the regions of Karnataka. And the last division is areas with less than 50 cm rainfall. Just follow the yellow portion. In the north, the western Rajasthan, southern Punjab and the northernmost part of Kashmir, and in the south, the rain shadow region of Western Ghat, that is Deccan Plateau. Clear? So this is the zoning. Come to the next point, that is the characteristic features of hot season in India. We all know the hot season commences in March and continue till the end of May. In this season, the sun shines directly overhead the Tropic of Cancer. The mainland of India experiences intense heat during the months of March to May. For example, Rajasthan experiences highest temperature between 45 to 50 degrees Celsius. It's too high. In central India, the average temperature is about 45 degrees Celsius. And thunderstorms accompanied by dusty winds are very common in this season. Okay. Some local winds during hot season, that is Kalboishakhi, Loo, mango shower. Just follow the map. At first we discuss about Kalboishakhi. They are also called nor'wester. In West Bengal, these local winds are called Kalboishakhi. These local winds are accompanied by thunderstorm and bring heavy rainfall in the month of April to May. Now come to the next point, that is Loo. Loo are hot, dusty, dry winds which blow particularly in the month of May and June in the northern plain. Loo is very common in Bihar, Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. The temperature rising up to 45 to 50 degrees Celsius due to influence of Loo. Next, mango shower. These occur in the South India during April to May. They bring a little rain which is important for mango, tea and coffee plants. That's why it's called mango shower. Okay. Next, the cold season. At first, temperature condition. Temperature conditions in the north. January is the coldest month when the temperature in Gangetic Plain varies from 2.5 degrees Celsius to 17.5 degrees Celsius. Many places in northernmost part of Himalayas experience heavy snowfall. Temperature conditions in the south. In the south, the temperature always remain above 21 degrees Celsius and in extreme south above 25 degrees Celsius. Rainfall during the cold season. During the winter, the northeast monsoon winds blow from high pressure region to low pressure region. After crossing the Bay of Bengal, they gather enough moisture as they strike the Coromandel coast on eastern India. Just follow the map. Tamil Nadu and southern tip of Andhra Pradesh get heavy rainfall accompanied by stormy winds. Clear? Just look at the zone. A characteristic features of the cold weather season is the inflow of western disturbance originating from Mediterranean Sea. They give up to 10 to 15 centimeter rainfall to Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand and western Uttar Pradesh. So, this is the direction of western disturbance during the month of winter season. And finally, the cold weather season in the country is generally marked by the fine cool weather, low humidity, and the large variation in the range of temperature. Okay, so all of you revise this chapter repeatedly. Here I close the chapter for today. Thank you. Have a good day.